But then I came to a point where I'm just like, fuck it.
Do you think dancers are ever going to find a place where it's like a traditional job? Like, like the plan I shared with you earlier with Temper Tantrum. But do you think, I mean, that's just one potential future. But do you think it would ever happen as a mainstream thing?
Oh man, I'm constantly fighting for that. I'm constantly fighting for that.
I'm both fighting for it.
But we all know that when we are giving our artistry, it really isn't consistent. It's consistent for us to keep going, but will people notice it? Will people invest in it? Will people acknowledge it the same rate as your other one or the previous one or the future one? We just never know. It's a constant gamble. And so it really is. And all we can do, I'm not gonna lie, my biggest competition isn't people. My biggest competition is I hate him. Like my biggest competition is one-upping my previous piece. And that gets harder and harder every time. But then I came to a point where I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just going to make me feel good. I'm going to just do me. And rather than competing, like it's got to be better than the previous one, I'm just going to say what's from the heart. And Emeroy even saw that, like, not my recent one, but it was something that I did portray in 2019, like somewhere around October or November.
The dance studio one?
Yeah. I utilized rehearsal footage as a concept video because of the memories that was taken away from us that was supposed to be planned before this pandemic. And it also touched many hearts because studios were closing, because people don't think it is essential. People couldn't afford to run their own dance studio business anymore.
Yeah, it's not just closing because of the lockdown, closing as in out of business.
Out of business. And it sucks. Yeah. And I'm an advocate for that because I'm like, we need to keep this art striving or all of that, because not everyone, even though I do find that this online platform is going somewhere, it is helping, but it's not for everyone. Yeah. You know, it's still giving me an adjustment on how to teach online, of course. So, but yeah, like it's so crazy that I really think that for those who are future dancers who are trying to get into the field, I say consistency is key. And this is the time to start building your reels, start doing headshots, start building your brand in some way, shape, or form, and not being afraid of what you want to share to the world, you know?
I mean, how would they even do that if they're locked down?
Well, you do. I'm being completely honest. Like, there's got to be some footage back in the day or even before this pandemic where you filmed yourself, right? Doing dance. Even you just freestyling in your living room. If you're part of a program, a goal setting program, and they ask you to dance, post that. You know, don't be afraid of posting who you are, because for a fact, I'm not, especially with my artistry. With finances, that's a different story, but that's a different subject. You know, I'm growing in that one, and I'm thankful for that. But for dance, I've been doing this for years, and it's definitely a huge passion of mine to tell dancers to, like, just keep going. Even if you feel so insecure, if it doesn't look good, the fact that, like, if you tell the audience, like, I'm still growing, I'm still learning, I just wanted to share this to the world, they're going to acknowledge that, and you have supporters regardless.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't choreographed anything in, like, outside of locking or breaking in a long time. You saw that.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It was kind of nice and to get some positive feedback. Yeah. So I think vulnerability is something that's scary and powerful at the same time, because it can have such a negative connotation, because vulnerability means allowing yourself for, in a sense, attack, but vulnerability also leaves you an opening for acceptance and embrace.
And speaking of vulnerability, and this is definitely, and I don't think Emeroy knows this, but if you think about it, you guys, when you perform in a group, you blend, and you're proud of showing how you with this group show. Yeah. But we're in this pandemic where we cannot be with a group at this time. Yeah. And the only person that is accountable and who you can film is just you. Mm-hmm. So they're only watching you. And I need to grasp that too. I'm not gonna lie, like TikTok videos, I'm just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I even Reels, I'm just like, what the hell am I gonna do? And I too need to push my boundaries because I'm so used to vibing with a class.
Yeah.
I'm so used to vibing with people. And it's true. Filming just yourself is a vulnerable place. And
there's also Snapchat Spotlight.
Oh my God, is there a Spotlight now?
Yeah. So just telling you guys, like, everyone's on the whole Reels and TikTok thing. There's also Snapchat Spotlight.
So Snapchat, you on that too?
Well, yeah, because apparently Snapchat's giving a portion of $1 million for the highest viewed Spotlight video.
Well, I'm not gonna do that unless we like slap somebody, like slap it, and then we'll get $1 million, I guess, because people love that shit.
I mean, I don't know. By the time this comes out, I don't know if it's still happening, but that's what Snapchat is currently doing now.
Oh my God!
So,
and he's talented. I have no idea what it is about marketing, and he's living my biggest dream. My biggest dream was to eventually pay my dancers, and I have once, but he paid temper tantrum. And not with his money. It was like, oh my God. It was literally like from the community. It was from donations. It was from Patreon. And I was like, that's inspiring.
This is from the Kickstarter, yeah.
It's inspiring. He's living the dream. And I already knew that when you guys are a choreographer and you want to pay your dancers, you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
You just can't. You need people like Emeroy. You need a board. You need, like, it's good that you are that creative, but you need those people who are not on the creative and more logistic side to keep you on track because you're only focusing on the creative. And that's something that I wish I did with Lavad was as creative as we were, as fierce as we were. I wanted to pay my dancers, but there was no way of doing that. And I was like, well, how can I do this? But Emeroy figured it out and he's amazing. I
mean, I would consider I consider myself an artist who figured out the business end.
Yeah.
Like, because those of you who don't know, I graduated with a degree in animation.
so amazing.
And then I worked in the video game and movie industry for a bit. Then I started my own. Then I became a personal trainer. Just keep it simple. Then I started my own marketing. I started marketing as freelance, and then I started my marketing agency, and now I started another dance company with Temper Tantrum. And then but either way, it was like, I knew the stuff that I had to do in regards to the success I was envisioning. There was a lot of parts that I didn't understand that I had to, much like how John is obsessing with the mini parts with your business. I had to do that as well. Mm-hmm. I had to understand the importance of attention, email marketing, digital marketing, SEO, and all that stuff. So that's where it led me to where I am now. So